Let's see if I can remember how to put this all back together. I think I got it. Well, hey there, boys and girls. Welcome to our very first recorder lesson here for this year. It's really nice to see you guys. I hope you're excited. I hope you know that we're playing recorders this year, 3rd and 4th grade. But regardless, here we are. First lesson. Ready to dig in? Well, let's get going. So a recorder is an instrument. Here it is here, right? That is in the woodwind family. Now the woodwind family is going to be your flutes and your clarinets and your oboes. Basically, the whole idea is that you blow into the instrument and you use your fingers to plug holes, and depending on which ones you plug, changes the sound and pitch of the instrument. Okay? So maybe next we should look at the parts of the recorder. So the parts of the recorder are going to be very similar to, any woodwind instrument. There's going to be a mouthpiece, okay, and it's the part that you actually blow into. This part's called the window. It's the part where some of the air is going to escape from. And then down all the way at the bottom here, you have the foot. This is where the rest of the air will escape from, right? Also, there's the finger holes. And the finger holes are the parts of the instrument that you'll plug in order to make different pitches, right? You are going to be receiving a recorder from your school. It's going to be coming in, and your teachers will let you know when it's time to pick it up. So don't worry about going out and having to find one of these, okay? You will be getting one shortly. So let's talk about care, right? So you're going to get your recorder in. Maybe you already have it when you're watching this video. What do we do with this? Now, I do recognize that some of us may have some different recorders, okay? So you may be using the one from the school, you may be using your own. Maybe you have one that you've had lying around. Let's talk about what you're supposed to do with this thing, okay? So we know we should keep our instruments like this clean, right? And the best part about these recorders is they're plastic, so they're really easy to clean right now, okay? So you should clean this thing at least once a week, okay? Once a week you should take this recorder and you should clean it, okay? Because you're going to be blowing into it and all your germs and your breath's going to be there, plus germs from everywhere, right? So you want to make sure you keep this thing clean, keep yourself from getting sick. So recorders can be one piece, so they may not have any joints or anything like that. And if that's the case, you can take your recorder, okay, either fill up the sink a little bit or get a little bowl, right? I like to take a little bowl or kind of a bowl that'll fit this. Put some soap in there, okay, some dish soap will work, okay. And then lukewarm water, so not really hot water, and you also don't want cold water. You just want warm water, okay. And take your recorder and place it in the bowl and leave it there for 20 minutes. And then all you have to do is pull out that recorder, rinse it off in the sink, and you're good to go. You have a clean recorder. Just let it dry, all right? Now, some recorders, okay, and I know some of us may have some different recorders, right? They actually come apart. So mine, for example, the mouthpiece and head comes off, and the foot comes off, the finger hole spot, okay? And I now have 3 pieces. So if yours comes apart like this, you can get it even cleaner by taking it apart and then putting it in the water. You got these joints that you want to make sure get clean too. If you don't have these joints and it's all one piece, then you don't have to worry about that. Just stick the whole thing in. Flutes get held like this, and you blow into the mouthpiece, okay? You actually don't put your mouth on it. Clarinets, you put your mouth on the mouthpiece and hold it like this. Same with oboes, okay? Although their mouthpiece is a little bit different. The recorder, we're going to hold like a clarinet, okay, down here. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to hold it out in front of you like this, okay? You don't want to hold it to the side. You don't want to hold it to the other side. You want to hold it down, okay? Not too down, but down, okay? And you're going to put your mouth right here, okay? And that's how you hold your recorder. Now, one more thing, I guess, in the holding of the recorder, now that I think about it, is you have to know which hands to hold it with. So it's going to be easiest to use your left hand, okay, your left hand. And take your left hand and put it on the top right here, okay? So you should be holding, when you hold your recorder properly with your left hand, you're going to hold, your finger is going to go over the first hole, your first finger, your middle finger goes over the second hole, your ring finger goes over the third hole, right? And then we're going to have our thumb on the back hole. You'll notice that there's a hole in the back, okay? So that is how you want to hold your recorder. Now, we have all these other holes, though. We're not going to worry about those, at least at first, okay? So we will be using these at some point, but not just yet. So your other hand, therefore, should go on the bottom of the foot, not touching any hole. So look, I'm not touching that hole. I'm not holding on to the recorder here. I'm holding on to the, like that notch. See that notch? That notch that's in the foot of the recorder. I'm also not plugging up the bottom, or else that's going to make a weird sound too, okay? We're going to put our fingers on that notch, just like that. And then again, right here. Now, the beauty of having our hand on the notch is I can take my hand off of the recorder, and we're still good. I'm still holding on to it, okay? Which will make a difference here in our first few lessons, you will see. There's a proper way when we're practicing to hold our recorder, okay? We're going to call it ready position, okay, and hold position. So hold position is our first position. It's where I take my recorder and I'm going to put it down towards my belly, okay, down here. And I'm going to be holding, just like we learned, to the recorder properly, okay? But I'm going to leave it down, straight up and down here by my belly, okay? That's called hold position, okay? We also need to know ready position. And ready position is when we bring the recorder up to our mouth, but our mouth is not on the mouthpiece just yet because we're not ready to blow. We're just ready to do that, right? We're not going to blow. We're ready to do it. So again, we have hold position, it's down here, and ready position up here, okay? And that's going to make a difference when we get a chance to finally get together and actually play together. It's going to look really good, right, when we all know our hold position and our ready position. Really important to know. So next time, our recorder lesson is going to be about learning our first couple notes. I wanted to make sure these first couple weeks that we learned how to take care of our instrument first, and we get a chance for everybody to be able to pick up their instrument before we do our first lesson on notes. But never fear, our next lesson will be on our first couple of notes, and even possibly our first little tune. So, that being said, I will see you next time.